Good morning, everybody. Straydog Billy here doing song number 810. In 810 days in a row, we started doing one song every day on August 7th of 2020. And here we are, 810 days later, doing another one. We're going to keep on doing one song every day and posting it on my Straydog Billy YouTube channel until homeless dogs and cats are no longer killed, euthanized in the shelters across this United States simply because they haven't found homes yet and they run out of space and they have to start euthanizing the ones who have been there the longest. Terrible tragedy. We got to stop it. We're going to keep on playing one song a day until it is stopped. And we are getting closer all the time to stopping it. Please check out the website, straydog.org. That's where I got my nickname, Straydog Billy, after co-founding that no-kill dog shelter back in 1994. We'll talk more about Straydog in a minute after today's song. This one's a Neil Young song called Down by the River. Here we go. And be on my side, I'll be on your side, baby. There is no reason for you to hide. It's so hard for me staying here all alone when you could be taking me for a ride. Ooh, sha-la-la the weather. You can take me over the rainbow, send me away, down by the river. I kissed my baby down by the river. Yeah. Take my hand, I'll take your hand, babe. Together, we could get away. This much madness is too much sorrow, but it's impossible to make it today. Ooh, sha-la-la the weather. You can take me over the rainbow, send me away, down by the river. I kissed my baby down by the river. Down by the river, Neil Young song. Straydog, no-kill dog shelter. My first wife, the late Pat Arnold, who's tragically suffered a brain aneurysm while she was out taking care of the dogs one day at the shelter back in 2003. Over 19 years ago, and she passed on the next day. Very sad time for all of us. She and I had started that shelter, Straydog, back in 1994. We became a Texas nonprofit corporation in '97 with the official name Straydog Incorporated, and that led to applying for and receiving in 1998 from the IRS 501c3 tax exempt status, making all donations, all contributions to the shelter tax deductible to the fullest extent of the law. We're still going strong as Straydog today, still rescuing, rehabilitating, and adopting out formerly stray and other formerly homeless dogs, and once in a while cats. We're now being led by my second wife, Juana Vasquez Arnold, who had worked for Pat in the earlier years. She had to leave for a while, and after Pat passed on, we called her up, and she was willing to come back. And Pat had always said that she was the best employee she ever had. And Juana became the shelter director after a short period of time. She's still the shelter director today. Now, all 3,500 animal shelters across this country are adopting out a tremendous number of animals every year. 3.2 million, 3,200,000 dogs and cats are, that's the current figure right now. That's how many we are adopting out this year. Last year, and that is an average of 8,800 dogs and cats adopted every single day, today, tomorrow, the next day. Tremendous accomplishment, and all shelters across this country are doing that tremendous job. They all deserve, all shelters deserve, including Straydog, our financial support. Now, there's a very dark side, very sad side to the overpopulation problem, and that is that when the shelters fill up, they run out of space. They have to start euthanizing the ones who haven't been adopted yet, the ones who have been there the longest. This is a terrible tragedy that this is going on, and we've got to stop it. Euthanasia is meant to be used for terminally ill dogs and cats, so they don't have to suffer. It's meant to be used for fatally injured dogs and cats and other animals, so they don't have to suffer. That's what euthanasia is meant to be used for. That's a good use of it. In one state in the United States, it's possible to euthanize humans when they're suffering. Now, that's a good use of euthanasia. That's okay. We can accept that. That's okay. But it's not to kill the extras, the ones who have been born, but there's no room for them. That's no good. We got to stop that. How do we stop it? In addition to more and more adoptions, we've got it down now to 972 per day. That's how many we're euthanizing every day now on the average across this country. 972, almost 1,000 per day. In 2011 was 7,000 per day. In 1970 was 41,000 per day were being euthanized, were euthanized in the shelters across our country. 41,000 per day, a horrible tragedy. Well, we got it down to 972 now. How are we going to get it down to 0 and stop it so we don't have to do it anymore? There's only one way. Conception control. Conception control. Stop conception. Stop conception. We must stop conception so they don't produce any extras that will be killed later on. How do you stop conception? Well, that's been around for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades and decades also, and that's called spay and neuter. And once again, anybody who doesn't want to castrate their male dog, just get him a vasectomy. I've already checked with the vets, that's possible. And then there will be no more conception. We'll be back again tomorrow with another song from the Straydog Billy One-Man Band.